On with me this afternoon on Dr. Dave's Afternoon Appointment is Tammie Davis, and her latest single is Read the Headlines. Tammie, welcome to Dr. Dave's Afternoon Appointment.
Well, hey there, Dr. Dave. I didn't know I had a doctor's appointment today, but evidently I do.
That's right. You are right on time for your appointment, so good job.
Yay, thank you.
That's right. And Read the Headlines. The single is starting to pick up some traction and really going places.
Yeah, I'm excited about the song. I didn't, to be honest with you, when I heard the demo, I wasn't expecting it to turn out that good.
And a lot of songs, I think people just don't know, how everybody else is going to react to them. You hope they'll do good, but you just never know.
Yeah, exactly. And this one being kind of, it's kind of geared towards girls a little bit. I was kind of not knowing how people were going to, respond to it. But I'm getting great responses, and people are loving the song, so I'm excited.
That's right. And tell our listeners a little bit about the song itself. How did you write the song, or did you get the song from another writer?
No, I got the song from some really great writers in Nashville. Alex Klein, Kelly Collins, Liz Hingber, some great writers in Nashville, and I was very blessed to be connected with my now producer, Randy Barber.
Yes.
And he has some great connections in Nashville, and it turned a couple of keys for me, so I'm just excited about that, and we got our hands on some great songs for the new album that's coming out, and I'm just really excited, and Read the Headlines is just the beginning, and not that the other songs are any better, it's just that they're all good, and I'm just excited about the whole album.
Well, and sometimes you need a song to kind of introduce yourself to the listeners and everything, and build up that listenership for when the next song comes out.
That's right.
Let's tell the listeners, before we get to anything else, what's the best place to go to find out more about Tammie Davis and your music?
Well, you can just Google search me and find a lot of things about me. Of course, you want to spell my name Tammie, and not with a Y, but you can go to my website. It's TammieDavisMusic.com. And like I said, you can find all of my social media websites on the main official website. But again, you can just Google search my name, and there's a lot of articles and stuff that'll come up connecting me with Bojangles, who's my 6-year sponsor now.
All right.
I'm proud to have been with them. So just go to my website, and there's lots of things to do there. Listen to music, watch videos, post on my guest page. I love hearing from everybody.
And what part of the country are you from? Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in a small town called Lincolnton, North Carolina. It's about 50 minutes northwest of Charlotte. And I left there when I was 19 years old and went to the Marine Corps. I played piano for the general at Quantico. That was my job.
Wow, nice.
And I stayed in the Marine Corps for 5 years as a musician, and then I got out and started pursuing other things.
All right. Well, that's great. Well, I thought you must be somewhere from the South being sponsored by Bojangles, because we don't have many of those up here, but anytime we're headed that way, we'll make sure we stop in.
Yeah, you have to stop at a Bojangles. It's Cajun chicken, and it's just really good, and they're plastered all over the Southeast.
Yes.
There's over 600 locations, and I'm just proud to be associated with them, because they're just such a great company to work with.
Yeah, that sounds great. And speaking of great companies to work with, you also have an affiliation right now with Ford Motor Company, and I believe it's the Driving Skills for Life program. Is that right?
That's correct. And they're a 2-year sponsor. This is my 2nd year with Ford Driving Skills for Life, which was actually created in 2003.
Okay.
The Ford Motor Company Fund and the Governor's Highway Safety got together with a lot of experts on safe driving, and they created this program. And I'm so excited to be a part of this, because I've seen this in action. Since I've been a spokesperson for the company, I've had some teenagers contact me and tell me that they took the course and it actually saved them from having an accident. So I'm excited about that, because we lose a lot of teenagers every year. There's a lot of teenagers that die in crashes, and and Ford's trying to get that down to zero. We don't want to lose anybody. So they created this program, and there's so many different things that they can do. There's hands-on programs where they can go and be a part of that. Ford travels all over the country every year doing the hands-on program. There's a website training program. They can go and do a 2-hour course on the website if they can't go to a hands-on training class. And then there's something called Electronic Educators. It's a package that high schools can order for free, and it's got DVDs and training material in there. Families can get it for free if they've got teenagers in their family and they want to turn it into a family project. They can order this free kit online that's got DVDs and training programs in there. So there's just so many things that they're doing to help teenagers drive safer. It's just an awareness program, and just being a part of it makes me feel good. So.
Well, that is neat, and yeah, there are so many distractions out there today. You know, I know when I grew up, hey, there was a lot of distractions, just the car, the road, the person going down the road, the person I was looking at on the side of the road. But now you've got everything else, you know, your phone, your friends, things that should not be a distraction are. And the Driving Skills for Life program, I'm sure, helps with all of those distractions of how to make them not distractions.
Yeah, let me tell you the 4 basic things that they're going to learn.
Okay, yeah.
There's hazard recognition, there's vehicle handling, and that includes like an ice simulator. It simulates them sliding on ice so they learn how to handle a car in an icy situation. Speed management teaches them when to slow down, how to figure out, you know, how fast they're going so they know when to start slowing down. And then, of course, distracted driving includes everything from changing your radio station, which we don't want to do if it's on your radio station. We want to keep it there.
There you go.
But, yeah. And, you know, of course, no texting and trying to have a car, of course, free to have Bluetooth, which is very important, I've learned. And I've got one now, and it's just so convenient because I don't have to hold the phone. I'm not distracted. I can keep both hands on the wheel, and I can still talk and drive at the same time. So there's different things that they teach you, and it's just such a great thing for teenagers because these are things that they don't necessarily learn in their regular driver's training. And it took, you know yourself, you know, you became a better driver after you drove for a long time. Well, they're trying to give the skills that took us forever to learn. They're trying to give those skills to the teenagers right away. So that's something that's going to help them long term.
And you mentioned some very important things there at the start too, like the driving on ice. Here in Missouri, we get ice and snow, and with my kids, I've always been so concerned about, especially that first time when we get ice or snow. You want to take them places, but at the same time, they need to learn how to drive in those situations themselves. But
absolutely,
as adults, you know that when you get out on the ice or snow the first time, you know, kind of the things you need to do to make sure how long you need to take to get the car to stop and all that. But
right.
Yeah, for teens especially, they need to have a place to learn those things. So this would be great.
Absolutely. And they can go to the website. They can check out the event schedule. It's drivingskillsforlife.com. And they can click on events. They can see where the hands-on courses are being given throughout the country. Or they can just sign up for the academy right there online. And once they register, they can do the 2-hour training course right there online, and they'll get a certificate when they're finished that they completed the course. So it's a really neat program. And I'm just really excited that I can do this because even before Ford contacted me to be a spokesperson, I had already started thinking about that because this has been something that's been on my heart for a long time. It was just a coincidence, or it was just meant to be that I ended up with them. So
that is excellent, Tammie. Well, I really appreciate you stopping in this afternoon on the phone and talking to us about this because there are so many teens out there and a lot of kids getting ready to graduate and a lot of kids also getting ready for summer vacation. So a lot of them will be doing a lot more driving and be a good time to take this Driving Skills for Life.
Oh, absolutely. And to the parents, give your kids an incentive to do this. Give them a gift or a gift card or something. Just, you know, because a lot of times teenagers need motivation. Yeah. You know, or tell them they can't drive the new car until they take it, you know, or something like that. So just give them a little bit of a boost or an incentive to actually do it, because you'll be glad you did.
All right. That sounds great. And once again, we're talking with Tammie Davis this afternoon, and her latest single is Read the Headlines. And she's also been talking to us about Ford's Driving Skills for Life, which she is affiliated with. And you said this is your second year with them, right?
Yes, they brought me on board last year,
right.
And then I remember calling them at the end of the year and going, well, how did I do? Did I do a good job?
Yeah.
You want to keep your sponsors. So I try to do a really good job and try to do as much for them as I can. And they're back on board. They were back on board this year, which I was completely thrilled about. And we're just happy about it, and we're just going to keep rolling.
All right, that sounds great. Well, Tammie, thanks for being on with me today, and I'm going to take a break, and then I'll come back and I'll play your latest single, Read the Headlines.
Yay, thank you.
All right, you bet. Thanks for being on.
Thanks, Dr. Dave.